Okay, we continue with the same topic, direct variation. In the example 3, we need to write and solve direct variation equations. The value of y varies directly with x, and y equals 6 when x equals 12. Y is equal 6 when x equals 12. I don't know how I'm going to use it at this moment, but I write all my facts, okay? I take the facts that they are giving to me to solve the problem. And later, I need, for example, to find in this case, remember about the two methods, okay? You have in the first one to find the value of k, and then we write an equation. I don't know why I'm, okay, in this case, today. You remember the equation, y is equal k multiplied by x. This is the equation we are going to use in the direct variation. So using the method 1, I'm going to write it in here, the method, so maybe it's going to help me. Using the method 1 is to find the value of k. This is the value I don't have, and then I can write the equation. How I'm going to obtain the value of k? You already know that y is equal k multiplied by x, right? And you want to find this value of k. So what is going to happen with x? If x is multiplying k, you are going to pass it to divide. So you have that k, I'm going to move it only to show you in the other. K is equal y over x, and I'm going to delete this. Remember, I already gave you this formula yesterday, only that I'm showing you again how we obtain this. To obtain the value of k, we only pass x to divide to the other side, okay? So in this case, I'm going to obtain the value for k, and I already have the values for x, and I already have the values for y. So y is 6, you divide 6 by 12. So this is going to be 1/2. K is equal 1/2. And then you have that the equation is, what is the equation, guys? You have y equal k multiplied by x. This is the form of the equation. Then you already have the value of k. You need the value of k to replace it on the formula, but you already know that is 1/2. So you write y equal 1/2 x. Okay, I'm going to explain you again what I'm doing. I have the value of y and the value of x. These two values are going to help me to obtain the value of k. The value of k is what I need to write it on the formula. And what is the form of the equation? This, y is equal k multiplied by x. So once I have the value of k, I only replace it on the formula for the value of k, and I obtain the equation. So this is what I have, y is equal 1/2 of x. And okay, you have this, and you need to try with more values. For example, when they have that x is equal 27, you obtain the value of y, you already have the value of k, and you already have the value of y. This is going to help you, okay, finding the equation is going to help you if they give you another value. For example, what is going to be the value of y when x is 30, when x is 27, when x is 50, okay? Having the equation, you can find any value you want, okay? If they give you the value of x, you can find any value of y you want. So, but this is when you have the equation. So I'm going to give more space to the equation so you can see it better. This is what we were trying to find. And the method 2 is using a proportion. Method 2 is using a proportion. This is what, like in the last examples, we were dividing, remember? So if, for example, you divide, look that they give you another value of x. They give you that x is 27. So I'm going to use the two values I have for x and the two values I have for y. So you know that when y is 6, sorry, when y is 6, x is 12. This is going to be equal, okay, later I'm going to complete with the lines of the fractions. When 6, y is 6, x is 12. But when you don't know the value of y, you have that x is 27. So I'm comparing the two parts of the equation. You can see they are different. When x is 27, I don't know the value of y. So how can you obtain the value of y? 27 in this case is dividing your variable. You can pass it to multiply. In the book, they pass the number 12 to multiply. And you use the cross products and later you divide. Okay, what are you going to do? I'm going to show you, but first I'm going to draw the lines in here. 6 over 12 equal y over 27. And in the other one, y over x is the formula. Okay, for the formula, when I use a division, maybe I'm going to use the slash. In this case, you have two numbers divided, guys. What can I do? I pass the 27 to multiply to this side. And for the y, I pass the to multiply the number 12. This is what you have in here, right? I pass this number that is dividing in this side to the other side to multiply. And this is dividing, I pass it to multiply because I want to have this like a line. But if you can see, to obtain the value of y, I don't need to have this multiplying. And since the moment you pass this to divide to multiply to the other side, you don't need to have this. Okay, the book write all these steps, but I'm telling you that you don't need to have that because you want to have the variable alone. What you want is to have the y alone. So solve this multiplication and the division and you are going to obtain the value. 6 times 27 is 162 and you divide this by 12. So you obtain that y is equal 13.5. This was the same when you have in here, for example, that x is 27, right? They give you that x is 27. So when x is 27, you change in the equation. Y is equal 1/2 multiplied by 27. And what do you obtain? The same value. You are going to obtain the same 13.5. Look that they are only replacing the values, okay? In here, there is no much to explain about these exercises. You are only going to complete the equation. This is what you need. The important here, yes, is the equation. You have that y equal 1/2 x. Later, they could give you any value they want. In this case, they give you that x is 27, so we are going to replace for the value of x. But the important part in here is to find the equation, okay? So the last example we have is the example 4, guys. Graphing direct variations. Graph the direct variation is like graph any equation. This is my direct variation, for example. I'm going to graph this, okay? And you already know how to graph functions. If you don't know how to graph, okay, you need to practice today.